Hi everyone. My goodness. Good morning, guys. I'm just gonna jump straight into the video to avoid wasting anybody's time because this video isn't like a fun video to watch or anything like that. I just wanted to come on here and make a video about NBTs because when I was writing, or before I wrote my NBTs, I was searching the whole of YouTube looking for people talking about the NBTs experience. I asked on Instagram if anybody could have any tips for me because I know we're not used to NBTs. I didn't know what to expect, so it was difficult to kind of like make an informed judgment of what to do or what to study. So I thought I'd come on here today and share a couple of tips and tricks to help you guys with NBTs because I know for a lot of us this year matric, or if you're in grade 11, it's a very stressful year. You don't know what you're going to study, you need to get into university, you know that. The first test that you're going to be writing on the day is the AQL and the language. I think it's the correct thing is academic literacy and quantitative literacy. So basically what that was, it was 3 hours by the way, and there's like 7 small tests in the 3 hours. And with the AQL and the English, everything is timed. So it was normally 25 minutes, but there were 2 or 3, I think, that were 30 minutes. So you have 25 minutes to answer a certain amount of questions. Normally it was something like 17 questions, I think. And the more maths literacy part and the quantitative literacy, that was, I think, 25 questions. So for instance, the first test was like a comprehension, like a short comprehension that you had to read, and then everything was multiple choice. There's A, B, C, or D. And then they ask you questions like the main meaning or the main message of the first paragraph is A, B, C, or D. And from what I noticed, I don't know if this helps, I'm just sharing with you guys my whole experience. There was 2 answers that could be right, and then 2 answers that were definitely wrong. For me, I read a lot, I do quite well in English, so for me, I could see like almost immediately what was definitely wrong. And then the 2 ambiguous answers were kind of difficult for me, especially as I got further on. Yeah, it gets like it could be either of the 2, and then you just have to guess which one is right. So that was a bit difficult. Regarding the maths literacy part, I didn't know what to expect for that because I have normal maths. I don't have maths lit. It was difficult for me to try and guess, the kind of questions that we could get, and I didn't have past papers of maths lit or anything like that. So basically what they did was they gave a lot of graphs, so you have to interpret the graphs or whatever, bar graphs, pie charts, that kind of thing. Then they would give like a shape and then say the top view of the shape is this or that or whatever. So yeah, and those ones were a little bit difficult for me, especially because I don't know, I struggle with maths. I'm definitely not maths minded at all, and those were definitely, I was more pressed for time. Like at the end, I think if I missed one, then I just answered it, I just guessed. But yeah, that's basically what the AQL and the English is all about. Then, if I could give any tips, if you're only doing that part, I'll get to the maths later, so I'll just accommodate the people that are only writing AQL and English first. If you are writing that, people told me this and I kind of didn't really believe them. I was like, yeah, whatever. Get enough sleep. It's so important. I didn't sleep as much as I'd hoped because our electricity went off the night before I wrote, but anyways. I think we started at 8. We had to be there at 7:30. I think we started at 8 or 8:30. And the AQL and the English, you write for 3 hours, like non-stop for 3 hours. And because the things are timed, for me, I took much longer. I used the full time for the maths and I didn't use the full time for the English. So I would be like working really hard and then like have to break, and I don't know, like it messed with me a little bit. And by the time I got to like the 5th test in the section, I was so tired. I can sit for long and study, and I can write an exam for 3 hours and it'll be fine. But because it's test, it's very intensive. Like you think, I know there's like a stigma or whatever around maths lit that it's easy. It's not easy. Like it was difficult to write, and it made you so tired. But yeah, so definitely get enough sleep. Study tips, I would say maybe ask your language teachers, your English teachers, if she has any editorial, like anything that you can edit, like language editing skills, replacing one word with another. There's nothing you can really study because it's language and it's vocabulary, but maybe comprehensions, or just like look on I'll link some things below as well, like the AQL past papers that are on the NBT website. It doesn't come with a memo, which I found quite frustrating, but it'll definitely give you an idea of how they are. Okay, moving on. After we were finished writing the AQL and the English part, we had like about a 45-minute break in between, and you're definitely gonna need it. Like, don't take it for granted, you're gonna need it. Like, I think our 3 hours, like I've written 3-hour exams before, you're gonna need that break. So pack a lunch, like, oh yeah, pack a lunch because I got hungry, and just take the time to chill. Don't like be on your phone or anything because that takes energy. Just like sit, you know. Yeah. Okay, moving on then to the maths part. This part really stressed me out. Like, I'm not good at maths. I'm not maths minded. I struggle with maths. I'm passing, but I struggle. And I don't know, let me just get this book over here. I have this book, this MBT book, and these questions in here are very difficult. So I studied it thinking that's what it was gonna be like. Let me start off by saying it's not, okay? I spent a lot of time studying from this book. It stressed me out. It was really difficult, and it's nothing like that at all. Like, some questions maybe kind of, but not really. So if you have this book, then study out of it. It gives you a kind of an idea of how they ask it, but for me personally it didn't really help. And a lot of people that I spoke to, friends of mine that had written the NBTs before me, they also told me it didn't help. So study tips for that, I would definitely say basics. You need to know the basics of basically everything. So for me, what I struggled the most with was trigonometry, like identities, that kind of thing. I struggled with a lot. And graphs, functions, all of those things. You need to know how to manipulate the formulas, what happens in a translation, like if they give you a different formula, what happened, or if they say the graph moved to the right and up and was reflected over the y-axis, you need to be able to quickly see what the new formula will be or whatever. And then things like first principle, you need to know how to do that. Volume and surface area, those things are very important. They did give us a formula sheet, but I think I maybe used it once. Like, it doesn't help it really doesn't help. So you must know how to work out surface area, volume, all of those kind of things with very little information. For me, and the girl that wrote it with me, my roommate, she said the same thing. It's very different from an NSC exam or test or whatever. That's why it was so strange for me, because I didn't know what to expect. They give you a lot of information that I personally didn't know how to utilize. Like, I don't know, it's difficult to explain. Nothing that I've done before, like, it prepared me for what they were gonna ask. Like, don't get me wrong, there was answers that I could definitely answer. I think like 20% of the NBT maths part, you should be able to answer if you have normal maths. Like, definitely there are things that are easy, so don't get freaked out about it. Just an example of another question that I struggled with was they gave like a cube, and they gave, I think, the surface area of one of the sides of the cube, and then said that a sphere, like a ball, fits inside of the box so that the sides of the sphere is touching the sides of the cube. Then they asked to give the volume of the sphere, but they only gave the surface area of this one of the sides of the box. So that was one of the questions where I was like, you know what, let me just guess an answer. So they give like weird stuff like that. I don't know. And they did this one, they gave this one question, I don't know, they gave like an equation, but in between the numbers they gave an asterisk. It was like an asterisk thing, and we don't do that in normal school maths. So that was also one of the things where I was like, I don't know how to do this. And I know when I went to like an NBT class thing. Those of you that live in the same area as me, I went with Tani Kori, and I know we did it with Tani Kori, but I just forgot, you know. So that was also one of the things that I guessed. I know for a lot of people, NBT is very stressful because it can be the difference between getting accepted and not getting accepted. I don't know, for what I want to study, I don't think that the maths NBT part is that important, but I know for a lot of people, I remember in the beginning of the year, I spoke to a girl that's studying now, she's second year now. she told me that your NBT is something to definitely fall back on. If you don't make the requirements in your matric year for some reason, then the university can still accept you using your NBT mark. So that's why I know for a lot of people it is very important, but for me it wasn't that important, and I stressed about it a lot. I registered for my NBT 3 times, and only on the 3rd time I actually got the balls to go and write. So, you know, like, I know it's a very stressful thing, and that's also why I'm coming on here, to help everybody, to help, like, understand it more and try and be able to predict a little bit better what they're gonna ask or how they're gonna ask it, because that's the thing that freaked me out the most. It's just because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how they were gonna ask anything, and I couldn't find anything on the internet to help me. So, you know, I hope this helps. I'm sorry that this video was kind of all over the place. I know I jumped around a lot, but I just wanted to quickly come on here and explain to you guys, or help, or just speak about my experience, so that if you guys are writing NBTs soon or next year or whenever, then you can feel a bit calm about it and know a little bit more of what to expect. Because yeah, when I was writing NBTs, a video like this I feel would have really helped me. So I hope it helped, and if you are writing NBTs soon, good luck, and I wish you the best, and don't be so stressed out about it like I was, and just be calm. And even if it is like deciding whether you're going to go to university or not, there's always other ways to get into what you want to do, and there's always a back road. So don't worry about it, and just be calm. And I really hope this helped. If it did, please really like it, or if you know if anybody who's writing NBTs, please share this with them. I just want to help you guys because I know in my position this would have really been helpful. So yeah, good luck and all the best, and good luck. I'm sorry that this video was kind of all over the place. I know I jumped around a lot, but I just wanted to quickly come on here and explain to you guys, or help, or just speak about my experience, so that if you guys are writing NBTs soon or next year or whenever, then you can feel a bit calm about it and know a little bit more of what to expect. Because yeah, when I was writing NBTs, a video like this I feel would have really helped me. So I hope it helped, and if you are writing NBTs soon, good luck, and I wish you the best, and don't be so stressed out about it like I was, and just be calm. And even if it is like deciding whether you're going to go to university or not, there's always other ways to get into what you want to do, and there's always a back road. So don't worry about it, and just be calm. And I really hope this helped. If it did, please really like it, or if you know if anybody who's writing NBTs, please share this with them. I just want to help you guys because I know in my position this would have really been helpful. So yeah, good luck and all the best, and good luck.